I'm from Prague, and I would like to give you a little feedback on the conference that was held on the 24th of July. The name of the conference is The Global Crisis. This already affects everyone. And I would like to share one fragment, one piece of this conference that touched me deeply. And I was really surprised about the level of development of the artificial intelligence that is already now being implemented in many spheres of our daily life. So let's have a look at this.
People are used to thinking that only a person can create, and the machine is incapable of it. The surprise is that this is not the case. Art and creativity for the machine was much easier than solving human problems. Scientists from New Jersey and California in 2017 developed the ACAN system, that is AICAN, which studies and creates fine arts. For the first time in history, people couldn't tell which paintings were made by an algorithm and which were created by humans. Can you tell the difference? Do you think artificial intelligence is able to create only paintings in an abstract style? No. Edmond de Bellamy portrait. In 2018, artificial intelligence created the first ever fictional portrait, which was sold at Christie's auction for $432,500 US. The next Rembrandt project, artificial intelligence analyzed all the works of Rembrandt and created a new, unique portrait in the style of the genius artist. The neural network not only generated the image, but also recreated the master's painting technique using 3D printing. The robot has already learned to draw with a brush and paint like a human. For example, when the David robot is tasked with drawing several paintings of the same object, it determines on its own at what angle to make the next stroke, and therefore each picture turns out to be unique. Meanwhile, the Ada robot, that is AIDA robot, collects entire exhibitions of its paintings, and this art is gaining more and more popularity. So why would we need genius artists now if any unique painting technique can be recreated by a neural network? Neural networks already know how to create company logos, color images, and make even the most primitive drawing look realistic. The modeling business is also moving into the digital space. Meet Emma. And this is Michelle. This is Dagny. Shudu. Eleona. Jae Young. Boyce. Which of these models do you think is a living person? No one. Nevertheless, world-famous brands sign multi-million-dollar advertising contracts with them. These models have millions of fans on social media who want to be like them. People imitate them. They don't age and always look perfect. They are easier to promote and can even be changed if desired. So why bother with people, their moods and problems, if there is an ever-young AI that is always in trend? Digital TV presenters are no longer a sensation either. The first TV presenter based on artificial intelligence appeared in the Chinese state agency Shinshu in early 2019. At the moment, this technology is actively used in Japan, China, and South Korea. The project has advanced so much that anyone can already become the creator of the news. You just need to upload the text and the virtual presenter will voice it. For example, like this.
The 2020 Online Journalism Award winner is an artificial intelligence system called Sophie, which is used by the Canadian national newspaper, The Globe and Mail. The AI was awarded a journalism award for the first time.
Today, AI is able not only to voice the text, but also to compose it much better than people. Robot journalists who compose articles for Forbes, Bloomberg, Associated Press, Microsoft demonstrate that information is processed and structured better, faster, and in a more comprehensible way by a neural network, rather than a human. For a journalist, composition of large analytical materials takes weeks, or even months, and a team of editors then checks it for inaccuracies and errors. Whereas the program is able to process huge amounts of information on its own, select the necessary facts, compare them, and produce it in different languages in an interesting and understandable way for the reader. This means people are definitely losing in this industry. Compressor Head. This German rock band tours all over the world. There are already many developments in the world where AI independently writes music in different genres or in the style of a famous musician, and even writes meaningful lyrics to it. Artificial intelligence can handle even the most complex classical music. The AVA neural network completed an unfinished piece by the Czech composer Antonín Dvořák, 115 years after his death. It took the program 72 hours to accomplish this. And yes, the music you now hear is also created by the AVA program. Soon, no musician will be able to compete with AI. It needs neither string nor keyboard instruments. It's already now that AIs can improvise and produce the music that people like. Luo Tianyi from China, Hatsune Miku from Japan, K.A group from South Korea, and many others are animated hologram singers. For more than a decade, virtual singers have been giving concerts, winning top ranks in music charts, and they have their own multi-million armies of fans. They interact with the audience in such a lively manner that the experience is much more vivid than that from the concerts of human performers. The shows of hologram performers are always perfect. They don't get tired, they don't forget words and movements, they don't sing out of tune, and they don't create dramas. Why should a producer tolerate the whims of a star, bother with logistics, if he can insert a flash drive and the show goes live? Now, we are still worshiping outstanding stars, but very soon, all attention will be focused on virtual artists and holograms. Hologram technology can even revive the images of popular performers of the past. Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston, Victor Tsoi and Vladimir Vysotsky, Frank Sinatra and Mariah Callas, Tupac Shakur. They look super realistic. Concerts with such holograms are even more popular than with live artists. After the concert with Tupac's hologram, sales of his albums skyrocketed. The Dead are singing on stage already, and tomorrow there will be no place for humans at all. Deepfake technology has reached such a high realism that it already poses a real threat to actors. So, for the sake of the experiment, a Canadian YouTube blogger replaced the face of the main Henry Cavill with the face of Hollywood actor Hugh Jackman in several scenes of the series The Witcher. In TikTok, fake accounts of stars created with the help of this technology have already appeared. The most famous of them is Tom Cruise's account, and this is the moral side of the issue, which has no legal provisions whatsoever. In 2021, a science fiction film titled B will be released, where the lead role is played by the robot called Erica. Disney has created acrobatic robots that perform high-flying stunts, each time making a perfect landing. These stuntronics are autonomous and they are designed to replace stuntmen. How about robot emotions? The neural network already knows how to create realistic monologues based on the text, masterfully imitating anger, sadness, joy, or interest.
I can see this hurts, but I had to tell you sooner.
Forget it. I trusted you.
But if you look at it,
You never listen. You don't listen.
MetaHumans technology allows for creating realistic, virtual images of people within a limited time and having rather small technical resources. This video was made by people, but it's not for long, because machines can do it too. A neural network, Benjamin, created a film completely on its own. The program used voice technology, face swapping, and imitation of facial expressions. It took Benjamin only 2 days to edit the film. Benjamin also wrote the screenplay for the film Sunspring, where the first phrase of the protagonist was,
In a future with mass unemployment, young people are forced to sell blood. It's something I can do.
given the consumer format of society, the future with mass unemployment is actually the most likely scenario, taking into account the fact that the displacement of people by artificial intelligence will irreversibly occur, both in the media and in all other spheres of activity. If AI has so easily penetrated into art professions that previously only humans were capable of, then how quickly and easily can it replace all others?
Wow, impressive, right? Well, to be honest, I hadn't been thinking about these until I saw the conference. And what I saw really touched me and scared me at the same time. Because I didn't expect that nowadays the artificial intelligence is already being implemented in so many spheres of our lives, and as if we think that this is only the beginner level, and we know that artificial intelligence can be self-educated and it doesn't have to sleep, to eat, so it can be doing 24/7. I'm not even capable of imagine what future awaits us. But please don't get me wrong, I'm not against high technologies and artificial intelligence. No, I really think and strongly believe that this thing can be used in global good to save our lives in this difficult times of climatic changes. But if we think that all this technology will be used in the consumer format of society, it is scared. And what is scary is that fact that in the consumer format of the society, we all depend on money. And we can't live without money. And to get money, we have to go to work and we have to get jobs. And if we are replaced by the artificial intelligence, well, what way will be found by us people to earn this money? And this is a real question. And you may say that, girl, 100 years ago, we had so many grooms or blacksmiths for example, right? And where are they now? We adapted to the new age, but if we have watched the video from the conference before, we can see that all jobs can be replaced by the artificial intelligence, including such as artists, musicians, teachers, and so on. So, now I'm thinking that artificial intelligence, super intelligence, can bring us to a much, much better world where we people can get more comfortable lives, housing, healthcare, education. It will be more qualified and accessible for each of us. But in order to get all this, we have to change the format of the society. We have to build the creative society. And it's only us who, with these hands, using modern technologies such as internet, and we can spread the information about this project, which inspires me deeply. And to start acting, and to act, we need to be united. So we have to forget all the differences and all this that may be dividing us, and to just remember that we all are human beings and that we all want to live, and we all want to live prosperously. Thank you for watching.